Hi, my name's Gareth from ScubaCool, and in this video I'm going to show you how to measure your cylinder. So what we're going to do is measure the distance from the shoulder of our cylinder to the top of the boot. You obviously don't want any of your design hiding underneath the boot. So to do that, get a measuring tape, and from the base of your boot to the shoulder of your cylinder, just measure that. And on this 12-litre cylinder, it's roughly 37 centimetres. That's about 14.5 inches. Then what we need to do is we need to measure the diameter of the cylinder. So again, to do that, grab your measuring tape. Obviously do it somewhere between the shoulder and the base of the boot. So I'm just going to grab the measuring tape, run it around my cylinder like that. Pull the tape nice and taut. This is a metal one, obviously. And in this particular cylinder, it is 57 centimetres, 570 millimetres. Great. So once you've made that measurement, it's really important that you take off about 10 millimetres, 1 centimetre from the diameter measurement. The reason for that is when it comes to actually putting your design on your cylinder, there's going to need to be a small gap at the back, and we'll come to the reasons behind that later. Great. So this is exactly the same cylinder, but I know a lot of you out there have twin sets that may or may not have a boot, so I've taken the boot off so we can do the measurements. In this instance, we're going to measure from the shoulder to just the bottom of the cylinder before it starts to curve here. And in this particular cylinder, it's 44 centimetres, 440 millimetres. Either way, when it comes to actually putting your design on, you will need to take the boot off. And when I come to that in a moment. Take your time when you're doing the measurements. We want your design to look as good as it possibly can. And the reason being is if the design is too big, it'll overlap on the back. That's going to look a little bit odd. And when you come to put the heat shrink sleeve over the top, we don't want the designs to crinkle. We want it to look as good as it possibly can. So double check your measurements and make sure that you leave a small gap at the back of your cylinder.